Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome back to another bookish video. Kinda hated the way I did that, but too lazy to redo it. Let's go. We're spilling tea today and we are unhauling books from my shelves because looking at my shelves, like I just got a new bookshelf and they're already so full and bursting at the seams once again, so don't know how that happened. Like, it's a mystery to us all. But yeah, I'm trying to only keep 4 and 5 star books or really nostalgic and like special books to me on my shelves. And I've just been reading so many good books lately that the shelves are piling up. So I'm really trying to push myself to get rid of things that I'm not gonna reread or I just don't want sitting on my shelves anymore. So let's get into it. The first 2 books that I'm unhauling are The Bookish Life of Nina Hill and The Overdue Life of Amy Byler. I really enjoyed both of these. I liked Nina Hill a lot more than Amy Byler. I gave this one 4 stars and this one like a 3, 2.5, 3. I just couldn't relate to this one, but in no means is it a bad book. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's a good book. I just find it hard to relate to since I'm not a mom and it's about a single mom. And this one was a lot more relatable for me, but both of them were just kind of middle of the road, contemporaries, not something I'm gonna pick up again, not something I really need on my shelves. Next, I am unhauling Crazy Rich Asians. This is a rare case in which I liked the movie a lot better than the book, so it just makes me kind of sad to look at this book on my shelves. Also, it's super long and has really flowery language, so I don't think I'm going to continue with the rest of the series, and I don't want like one part of a trilogy sitting on my shelves without the other parts. Who knows, maybe I will pick up the other 2 books and like get a box set of them in the future, but right now I just don't have time for this flowery language. I mean, it's beautiful, but I don't have time for it, so goodbye. Next up is The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren. I barely gave this book 2 stars. I really did not enjoy it, so trash. Next up, The Gift of Fear by Gavin De Becker. This is a recent read. It's just not something that I feel like I need to keep on my shelves. It's nonfiction, but it's not anything I went through and like tabbed or highlighted, so I'm probably not gonna go back and look at it ever again, and somebody else could give it a home, a loving home, but it's not gonna be me. Do I even have to explain myself with these? No, we're not gonna support that here. We don't support that on this channel, so goodbye, sir. Next up is a book I read for class called So Sexy So Soon. It's really outdated. I think it was written in like 2008, so the data is like not relevant. I just had to do a presentation about it, but yeah, I don't need it on my shelves. Next up, this is an adult thriller, Blood Orange by Harriet Tice. I did enjoy this, but I only gave it a 3 star. It was a little bit predictable, but it wasn't predictable in like a, ooh, fun, I can't wait for this to be revealed way. It was like a, okay, I know what's gonna happen, just like say it. Come on, say it. Like I know what it's gonna be. Come on, just say it. So it's kind of aggravating flipping pages, like trying to get to see if I was right, and I knew it was gonna be right. So yeah, I rarely get rid of thrillers, especially ones with such beautiful covers and hardbacks. Like, I got this at Half Price Books for like $10, but I just cannot justify keeping a book on my shelves solely because it's pretty and nice. I'd rather make room for new pretty and nice books that I actually really enjoy. Next up, I have 2 Stephanie Perkins books, Lola and the Boy Next Door and Isla and the Happily Ever After. This is actually a signed copy. Just randomly got it from a book outlet when I was still shopping with Book Outlet. But yeah, I'm keeping Anna on my shelves because I was keeping these to keep the complete trilogy, but I do not like these books nearly as much as I like Anna and the French Kiss, so I'm just going to keep that and tell myself it's a standalone, and hopefully it won't annoy me. Let's be honest, it kind of will, but like, I need room. I just realized that all the rest of these are YA. And I notoriously do not like YA as much as I like adult books. Maybe that's why I'm getting rid of so many and unhauling so many, because they just don't leave a lasting impression on me. Like, nothing against YA, because I have plenty of books on my shelves that are YA that I adore, but when it's a hard-hitting YA, it's just not as hard-hitting as an adult book for me. So maybe that's the reason why these just got a lower rating from me. So the next one that I'm unhauling is Fragments of the Lost by Megan Miranda. Megan Miranda's thrillers are always really entertaining and great for me, although they're not the most like groundbreaking literature. I just really enjoy the ride that I'm taking on for these little thrillers, but this is her YA, I think this might be her only YA title. So basically this girl lost her boyfriend, and his mother is making her sort through his room like after his death, and she just feels like his death is sketchy, so she goes into it and investigates it. And I honestly do not remember what the ending was, because this just, it's very forgettable, and it was sad, and I was just like, ugh. Like, I like the mysterious aspect, but like, I don't want to think about my boyfriend being dead. I really don't like that. Next up is The Possible by Tara Altebrando, something of that nature. So I really liked her first book, The Leaving. So good. I absolutely devoured it in one night. Could not put it down. Amazing. Amazing. So then I picked up The Possible, and I didn't like it. I think I gave it like a 2.53 star. And yeah, I saw it going in a certain kind of mystical, magical direction, and I was all in for it. And when, you know, that wasn't, spoiler, if you wanted to read this book, don't keep watching this, skip this little part, but that's not what happens. It is not magical at all. It's actually just like, oh yeah, no, it was all a lie. And that is like, it just crushed my soul. So yeah, goodbye to her. Oh, the whole stack just almost fell. Cannot have that. Okay, and the last two books that I'm unhauling are Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen McManus and One of Us Is Next by Karen McManus. These are just taking up room on my shelves in my thriller section when I could have better thrillers in that section. I already unhauled One of Us Is Lying, which is the first book. This is the sequel to One of Us Is Lying. So it was the first book in this duo, I don't know. And then this is kind of like another novel in that universe that's in a similar style. But I really liked this one. It's just, you know, it's not as hard-hitting, it's not as enthralling as an adult thriller, so I'm gonna pass on it. And this one I did like better than One of Us Is Lying, actually, but again, it's just taking up room on my shelves where I could have put a new baby in there. So yes, my books are my babies. Just we don't have to talk about it, it's fine. My books and my dogs are my children. I don't need anybody else or anything else, and I'm fine with that. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. That's going to be it for today's video. Like this video if you liked it, and if you are not subscribed but you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel right down below. I have all my socials linked down below, as well as videos you can watch next if you want to keep binging on my content. And that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you back at my next video. Have a good rest of your day, guys.